Alright guys, welcome back to another Dice Throne matchup. Here we've got another Marvel character, Loki, the official Loki. His gimmicks are going to be doing tricks, his illusions. As always, he's a trickster. Obviously, with the trickster, he's got his own bag of tricks, and Spellbound, which is used to block abilities. I'm going to be placing the Goddess of Tricks and Trickery versus a Warrior of Honor and Inflicting Shame, which Loki really doesn't have any shame, but we're going to roll with it. Loki versus the Samurai, let's do this. So we already kind of know how the Samurai works, so we're going to roll for turn order. Samurai's going to go first. Since he goes first in the game, he gains honor, because if you are the first player to begin the game, you gain honor, so that's good for him. But he's only going to draw 4 cards because he skips his income phase. So he's going to get this, attack modifier, and then a roll. Let's just do this. Spend 0 CP, roll a dice. On a 6, so we didn't get a 6, but we can draw a card. I'm going to sell this. Spend 2, and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're going to go to rolling. Well, that's mighty damn close. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Well, we didn't get it. Let's try and roll these 2. Okay, so we got 2 6s and then 2 swords, so we can gain backstrike. We're gonna do Kazi here and deal 3 undefendable damage. So we're going to deal 3 undefendable damage, not let Loki deal any defensive stuff, and we're going to pass turn to him. So Loki's going to do his income phase. He's going to draw his 5. He also got triple up, and we're definitely going to do that. Spend 2, draw 3. Okay. Sell that large straight. Just we have something to do. Combat. Well, it gives us Confuddle already. We're going to do Confuddle, deal 7 damage, and we're going to inflict Spellbound. So how Spellbound works is we're going to put this on Samurai's board. We're going to block up his large and his small straight. So what this basically means is that he can't use his small or large straight. You can't put Spellbound on ultimate abilities or defensive abilities or passive abilities, just offensive. What this basically means, on his next turn, he can't unlock, basically these 2 combinations are locked. So he can't, if he rolls a small straight or a large straight, he can't use these 2 abilities next turn. But he does get to defend himself with a defensive roll. We're still doing 7 defensive damage. So he's going to prevent 1, so he's only getting 6 done to him, and he's dealing 2 back. But we're going to use Backstrike, which is roll 1 dice, and deal half, which half rounded up of 1 is just 1, so dealing an extra 1. And Loki's going to pass his turn. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to have a little fun here. Actually, no. No. I'm actually going to spend both of our 2 here and upgrade Solemnity. Alright, try and roll this. Shoot. Great. Not great. Well, that sucks. Only dealing 5 damage. I'll spend honor to add that, so we're dealing 6 defendable. And Loki's going to roll his 1 die. Rolled a helmet, so he gains a bag of tricks, but he still takes his 6 damage. And Samurai's going to pass turn to Loki. Loki's going to draw his card and add a C. There's nothing on the Samurai, and I honestly don't think I care that much. I'm going to sell these for 2. I'm going to increase Vilify, and then move on to combat. Alright. We take off in Spellbound for after this turn, but I'm just going to do Confuddle again. So we're going to do Inflict 2 Spellbound. This time I'm going to change it to this upgraded ability and Cadre. So he can do large and small straights, but he can't do this 4/6 thing, and he can't do this upgraded ability. If they have an upgrade token, Spellbound is best spent on upgraded abilities. And he's dealing 7 defensive damage. So Samurai will roll his 3 dice. Alright, he takes all 7, but he does 3 back to Loki. And Loki will pass turn. Gain CP, draw a card, remove all status tokens. That's not useful. Actually, no. I'd rather sell it. What I would do is do I want to spend that? Or do I want to... No. I'll keep it for now. Holy shit. Well, I can't fucking do it. That's already blocked. Maybe 6s? Is there anything I can 6? I can re-roll. Come on, get a 6. Damn it. Can't do it. I'm gonna have to try again. Come on. I whiffed. I can't do anything because it's spellbound. So I'm gonna have to pass turn to Loki. That's why this guy's overpowered. Take off those spellbounds, but they'll probably be on him again. Loki draws a card, gains CP. He's got attack modifiers. I'm actually going to use one of these. So let's roll for damage first. It's actually incredibly close to... I'm going to try this once. Alright, so that's going to do, yeah, inflict 2 spellbound, deal 7 damage. I'm not going to use my bag of tricks just yet, but I am going to use this attack modifier, pay 1 for it, add 2 damage. If I play this with Liar Liar, oh, let's play this with Liar Liar. We'll spend another on that, so add 4 damage if played with Liar Liar. So since we played it with Liar Liar, it's 4, so that's 11 overall. And then we're going to roll 4 dice with Liar Liar. Alright, so add 2 damage, so now it is 11, 13 damage. On 6, gain bag of tricks. We get another bag of tricks. Attack limit is 2. That's all we can get. But that is 13 defendable damage. He's going to deal 3 back to us, but he's still going to take 13. So, didn't do a lot. Alright, he's going to pass turn. Oh wait, first I got to inflict my spell. I'm going to do that on that again, and that again. Alright, Samurai's turn. Gain CP, draws a card. I'm going to spend 1 CP, draw 2 cards. Spend that. Sell that. And I'm going to spend this. I'm going to take off this, and I'm going to transfer this spell effect on Vilify 2. So until Samurai's next turn, Loki can't use Vilify because I transferred the spell token of Spellbound onto his Vilify. So I did turn it against him, which is pretty nice. But now I'm going to roll. Alright, there we go. I'm going to just do some Solemnity. Gain honor because I didn't use all of my 3 things, all my 3 roll phases. Inflict 2 shame. And deal 8 defendable damage. So tip the scales with Loki. That's 2, so he inflicts Spellbound. On Kazi. And that is it. So he's going to take 8 damage. And it's going to pass to his turn. So he's going to get a CP, draw a card. And Vex. Does he want to do Vex? Sell this. And let's use Vex. Vex 2. I'm actually going to use one of my bag of tricks. So I'm going to roll the dice. I roll the 2, so I choose whether to heal 2, gain 1 CP, or receive 2 damage. I'm not obviously going to heal I'm not going to deal damage to myself, but I am going to heal 2. I don't know if I want to do this yet. I'm going to say no for now. Alright, so I could do gain illusion. Do I though? Do I have a 6-it? I do have that, but I don't have enough CP for it. Oh, I did it anyway. Alright, so I gain illusion, so we get to finally see what this does. Inflict 2 spellbound and deal 7 undefendable damage. So I'm going to keep this spellbound on here, and I'm going to do it on the small straight now. Alright, so I'm dealing 7 undefendable damage, minus 2 because of shame, because shame works on undefendable, so it'll still be 5 undefendable damage. And I'm going to pass turn. So what comes off? This comes off, because it was inflicted on Loki last turn. Okay, so gain CP, draw a card, change the value of any one dice. Okay, got some CP. Can't roll a small or large straight. Definitely want to get that Solomonian though. There we go. Going to use this, deal 8 damage, inflict 2 shame. Do I want to use honor? No, but I am going to spend 1 and use this attack modifier. I'm going to roll 5. Roll 3 swords, so that's plus 3 in inflicting shame. Can I inflict more? No, I'm already inflicting 2 shame, but it's still plus 3, so that is 11 damage. Inflicting 2 shame. I'm going to roll this first. So I'm inflicting 1 spellbound. I'm going to inflict it. Obviously these 2 go away, so I'm going to keep this one on this one. But instead of taking that 11 damage, right? 8 plus 3, yeah, 11 damage, I'm going to use illusion. So what does illusion mean? This little deck over here, this fun deck, I'm going to put these out here, and my opponent, Samurai, is going to pick one of these cards and flip them over, and he's going to see what happens. This is what illusion does. So my odds are best, I'm going to pick this one. Success. Loki receives all damage, and attacker gains a bag of tricks. So basically, he gains a bag of tricks, Samurai does, Loki takes the 11 damage, like so. But there's 2 more cards. There's this one, fail, and partial success. What does partial success mean? Partial success means if Samurai picked this card, Loki would prevent 1/2 of incoming damage. So basically, he would be only taking 5 damage, because he would prevent the other 6. But if he picks this fail card, he prevents all incoming damage. So imagine if Pyromancer did her little thing where she does 14 damage per hit. Well, she'd be doing no damage if she picked that fail. So illusion's pretty powerful, and they only have a 1 in 3 chance of picking success, which just deals all the damage. So illusion didn't do nothing for Loki that turn. He took all the damage, and the attacker got a bag of tricks. So Loki's still going to get that 11 damage done. But is that it? Oh, he does have to roll for that bag of... No, he just got it. He just got it. But he does get rid of that attack modifier. Good. Okay. Well, I'm going to pass turn. That spellbound gets removed. Alright, so Loki gains CP. Outwit. The chosen player must remove a bag of tricks and roll 1. Whether the player heals 3 if they gain 4 CP. Oh, okay. So I'm going to spend that, remove my bag of tricks, and roll 1. Okay, on a 5, I heal 3, or gain 3, or deal 3 to myself. Obviously, I'm not going to pick for the last one, but I'm going to heal 3. Alright, I've got 2 shame on me, so let's try and get something good. Yeah, let's just use Confuddle, inflict 2 spellbound, deal 7 damage, but I'm only dealing 5 because of the 2 shame. So 5 defendable, I'm going to inflict spellbound on, I'm probably just going to keep targeting the small and 4 6s. So I'm only dealing 5 defendable, so he gets to defend. And he only prevents 3, so he's taking 2 and not dealing any damage back. Alright, I lose the shame and pass the samurai. Samurai picks up a card, gets up CP. I don't use any of this. No, I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna roll for my bag of tricks. Alright, on a 1, I lose 1 CP. Well, that sucks. Bag of tricks can be harmful sometimes. Alright, so now I'm gonna roll my 5 dice. I'm gonna try and go for that Kazi. Okay. I'm gonna spend 1, change this 2 to a 6. So I can only use save 1 roll face. I gain an honor, gain backstrike. I'm using a quasi, so I deal 3 undefendable damage. Alright, and then I'm gonna pass turn. Gain a card, gain CP. Choose a card that costs 2 CP or less from your discard pile and show it to your opponent and put it back in your hand. Ooh. I'm going to spend 2 CP on that one. I think I know what I want. It needs to cost 2 CP, so not that one. Not that one. I know what I want. Which one is it? Come on. There it is. I'm going to take triple up back into my hand so I can use it later. And we're going to roll. Alright. Not useful. Not useful in the slightest. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go for a small straight, maybe. Possibly. Okay. Close. But no cigar. Change value of any 2 dice, can't spend that. Can't do anything except for this one. Draw 1 card, gain illusion, and a bag of tricks. Alright. Spend 1 CP, and gain spend an additional 2 CP to gain 2 illusions. Sell this, and then I'm going to spend CP, gain some cards, sell this, gain 1, sell this, gain 2, and I'm going to sell 2 CP, no, I'm just going to use 1, and gain an illusion. So I already have another illusion, and stack them as 2. Alright, so I'm going to pass turn to the samurai. He's going to gain 1 CP, draw a card, change the value of any 1 dice. Alright. Okay. Want to go for that 6. Okay. 3 undefendable damage, gain backstrike, which I can't gain, but I'm going to spend 2 honor to make it 6 undefendable damage. And I still gain honor because I only used two attempts. So 6 undefendable damage gets him down to 9. But you know what? I'm going to use an illusion, so I can, because illusions can still be made on that, on undefendable. And I'm going to pick this. I'm going to flip this one. Success. He still gets dealt the damage, and I gain a bag of tricks. So Loki is striking out on these illusion ones. Alright, so that's that. Anything else I can do? No, I'll pass turn. Alright, Loki's down to his health. I'm going to roll that for that bag of tricks I got. 3. I'm going to heal 2. Backed up to 11. Alright, CP. Draw a card. Change value dice to a 6. Roll for my attack. I'm going to go for that Confuddle. Inflict 2 spellbound. Deal 7 damage. So, inflict 2 spellbound, I'm going to put it on Soul90 and this, because I keep using those two. And then, yeah, 7 defendable damage. So he's going to prevent 2, so he's only taking 5, and he's dealing 1 in return. Plus, he's going to use Backstrike, so he's going to roll the dice. And it's a 1, so he deals 1 extra damage. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to pass turn to him. His CP, draw a card. He's also going to roll the bag of tricks. On a 6, he gains 2 CP. So it can be very helpful for the player as well if they get bag of tricks. So now he's got 4 CP to use. He's going to upgrade Pseudo because that's the only, because really those straights are the only thing he can use right now. And he's going to roll and see what he can get. Okay, let's take that 4 and that 3. Well, let's keep that 6 there too. Okay, whatever I get. Alright, so I've got a 3, 4, 5, and 6. I could go for another roll, but I'm not because I'm going to spend this. Turn that to a 2 to make it a large straight and gain honor because I didn't use all my roll phases, and I can use my large straight to deal 7 damage and roll 4. 7 damage, roll 4. Okay, I add 1 per sword and inflict 1 chain per helmet. So I roll 1 helmet, so I'm inflicting 1 chain. And dealing 3 extra damage. I'm dealing 10 damage plus 1 chain. So that would kill Loki, but he does have 1 illusion left. So I'm going to tip right now. On a 5, I draw 1 card. Then I'm going to use an illusion because I'm going to die otherwise. And hopefully it's something good. Alright, Samurai, lucky middle. Success! Loki has struck out on all of these illusion cards. That is unfortunate. So Loki's taking all damage, so he's dying. And yeah. So Samurai wins. Pretty easy victory, but that's just because Loki got very unlucky with these illusion cards. Usually it's a 1 out of 3 chance you get to block all damage, so really that's your thing as Loki if you get a lot of illusions, but I mean, I got a lot of illusions and lost every time, so it is a 1 out of 3 chance. There's not really much I could have done. If I re-rolled, it wasn't going to do anything else. Change the value to a 6, possibly could have done that, but it wouldn't have done much. Would have given me another illusion, but it's just another 1 out of 3 chance I would lose. So yeah. Samurai wins, good win for Samurai. Loki loses. Loki's real thing here about is just using illusions to avoid damage and spellbound, locking down damage. So I couldn't use this ability or this ability. And with a stack limit of 3, I could have locked down Pseudo as well. And then I would just only have to get my large, my Kasumi, or my primary multimodal. So spellbound's pretty good to stack on people, but Samurai still won out in the end thanks to his good an honorable warrior against a god of trickery. He didn't falter and he claimed the victory. So good win on Samurai. He stayed honorable. And of course, as always guys, like if you like, dislike if you don't, subscribe if you like the video, comment down below which matchups you'd like to see next. and I promise to see you guys with another Marvel mashup. Toodaloo!